Greetings, AP coordinators. Testing season is finally here, and time is precious. So, we have a series of quick conversations to help with awareness, to help with support,
and to help with best practices specific to both paper and pencil AP exams,
and the new digital AP exams.
Thanks in advance for joining us. We're happy to have you.
I am Derek Cometa.
And I'm Rachel McBride. Welcome to the show for AP coordinators.
Welcome to Coordinated.
Hello, fellow AP coordinators. My name is Carrie Payline, and like many of you right now, we're in the midst of a busy time for our AP programs. Many of us are also working with our seniors as they make matriculation plans for college. One of those important steps includes reminding students to indicate which college, university, or scholarship program they'd like to send their free AP score report. Students selected a score report recipient when they first enrolled in their class sections. However, if their plans have changed, or if they're now certain of their college choice, they can easily change or select a new recipient in their My AP account. Students have until June 20th to take advantage of the free score report. And I'm encouraging our students, particularly seniors, to do this now before they forget. If they do not do this by June 20th, students can still send a score report later, but they would have to pay a fee. To select a recipient, students can simply sign into My AP, go to My AP profile, then click the Score Send tab. There's also a helpful video we can share with students, walking them through these steps. We'll put a link to that video in today's show notes. Take care and please spread the word to your seniors about the free score report.
Welcome to the second week of AP exams, Rachel. Specifically, the second week of paper and pencil exams in Administration 1. So, how's it going so far?
And well, I'm happy to report that I've completed almost half of my exams and some of my biggest too, AP Government and Calculus. So that's a great feeling. And now I'm gearing up for AP Spanish. This year, a little bit of a challenge. I have 3 testing rooms, so it's taking a little more planning on my part, but I think I'm prepared.
And dare I ask, any unexpected surprises so far? And by that I mean...
Don't say it. Any incident reports?
You said it, not me.
Yeah, well, sorry. But I am happy to report no major incident reports so far. I think that's a first for me. Of course, a couple of students used some extra paper, but that's just a little extra paperwork on my end, pun intended.
All right, well, glad to hear the excellent report. It would be kind of a bad look for the podcast if our special guest star had a lot of incident reports.
Agreed, yeah.
All right, well, are you ready? Are you ready to dive in to our AP Coordinator Word of the Day?
Absolutely, let's do this. So today, a little grammar tip as well. This word, while it's technically 2 words, is hyphenated. So 1 word, right, Derek?
You're the former English teacher, so you're the expert. I'm well served to go with whatever you say.
Smart call. So the AP Coordinator word of the day is makeup.
I like it. And a very appropriate topic at this exact moment for AP coordinators. So perhaps we should start by defining what you and I mean by makeup as it relates to AP exams and AP coordinators. Can you share a real life example?
Sure, because we are talking about makeup exams, not makeup as in I'm late for dinner because I had to put on my makeup, right?
No, definitely not. That's a whole different story.
Right. So we digress. My apologies. But back to the real life example. So I actually had a student who was scheduled to take AP US History on Thursday, May 6th, paper and pencil at school, of course. But the morning of the exam, as I'm scrambling around, setting up rooms, I'm sure AP coordinators know the feeling. Our attendance secretary let me know that I had a student who wasn't feeling well and wouldn't be able to test that day. But the student, she really still wanted to test later.
Later, as in
our word of the day makeup exam, also known as the alternate exam.
Got it. Okay, so first, we should state this is indeed possible, right? So the student does have another opportunity to test.
Yes, absolutely. So this student will move from Administration 1 and now test in Administration 2. And I have to make this particular move. So for exams that were originally paper pencil, like this one I'm talking about, I, as the AP coordinator, must take action in AP registration and ordering to schedule a makeup exam. No action is possible or necessary on the student's part. Online student requested makeups only apply for digital exams scheduled or taken.
Great reminder there. And in your case, Rachel, the next AP US History exam date is May 19th. And that specific date is set by the College Board, of course. The student does not get to choose when the makeup exam is taken.
No, absolutely not. All exam dates and times are predetermined by the College Board and cannot be changed at the school or district level. And Derek, in my particular situation, there's a slight twist.
I think I know where you're going with this. The AP US History exam in Administration 2 is not paper and pencil. It is digital.
Derek, you stole my thunder. But yes, I was really glad that I had all of my students prepare for digital testing in the event that this would happen. So now this means that I'll also have to decide if the student is going to take that makeup exam at home digitally or in school digitally.
So that's a good point. I did not think of that. So what are you going to choose?
Well, I mean, I know what my preference would be for sure. But since I only have the one student for AP US History in Administration 2, I'm going to reach out to that student and ask her. Obviously, testing at home would make my life much easier, but this isn't about me. The end goal here is to provide the student with the best possible testing environment. So if testing at home is okay for her, great. But if not, I want to provide a proctor, room, and a safe and secure testing environment for her on campus. I know this young lady, along with so many other students, have worked so hard. And if she really wants to test at school, I'm going to do whatever I can to make that happen.
Wow. Rachel, I guess maybe not surprisingly, that is gold level service. And you know, I like to call out anything that is good as gold.
Yeah, so I've heard. And Derek, before we close out, can you take us through how this is actually done? How do we actually request a makeup exam?
Absolutely. So AP coordinators can go into AP registration and ordering and follow these steps. So step 1, go to the students page. Step 2, make sure the student's order exam status, make sure that's set to yes for any exams that need to be switched from Administration 1 to Administration 2 or 3. Step 3, switch the exam date to a later administration. Now, when you do this, the exam in Administration 1 will automatically be marked as unused. Then a new row will appear for the student that reflects the later exam administration that they are now switching to. And finally, of course, very important, step 4, go to the orders page. If you see the message that says view unsubmitted changes, well...
I know, right? Push the button and submit those changes, yes. So there's nothing more satisfying than completing a process, right? I'm guessing you didn't just recite that all from memory. You didn't just make that up, did you?
No, I did look it up while you were talking earlier.
Multitasking. So you really were an AP coordinator.
All bad jokes aside, though, Rachel, for more information on that process, page 89 of the AP Coordinators Manual, Part 2. We'll put a link in the show notes.
All right, great. So glad you looked it up because it's super important to get it right the first time. Also, I didn't want to re-record this. Like you said, it's testing season and time is precious, so.
Wait a minute. So you mean you do not want to host a makeup recording session with me?
Derek, I always enjoy our conversations, but word of the day or not, I'd like to keep my makeups to a minimum. All right, everyone, thanks for joining us. We'll be back again soon with another AP Coordinator Word of the Day.
And AP coordinators, we hope these words resonate with you, no doubt, every day. You are always good as gold.
Just don't know. I'll say it over and over and over again till I believe it's so. I'm good as gold.